to another episode of Jacob's House of Rock. And today we've got a little unboxing video. Nothing too crazy, but we've got this little envelope. Whoops, and it's gone. Video over. No, I'm kidding. Here we go. So what we got in here is my first ever package, or a little tiny letter from Ireland, of all places. Because what we've got in here is we have a very special SWITCHCRAFT jack. I forgot exactly what it's called. It's called a something make circuit, etc. I'll put it in the description and the title and all that sort of stuff. But basically, for you Rickenbacker fans out there, you might be familiar with this component. So what this this jack is a very hard to come by but very necessary piece of hardware to make a Rickenbacker circuit, which is a special sort of stereo circuit that we use in Rickenbacker basses and perhaps guitars. I don't know if the guitars also do it, but anyway, here's a little bit of another little envelope that we have to open. But yeah, so I went researching how to do the electronics and wiring for a Rickenbacker bass. Oh, here we go. It's full of little foam peanuts. And here it is. It's a very little, very strange, very sort of complex little component. Hold on, I'll just get in focus for you guys. There we go. You can kind of see it there now. So it looks like this. It has a lot of little working pieces. So the idea is when you put the jack in, see this little plastic piece is meant to move up, and it's meant to make these two bits of metal touch, and that's meant to cause a circuit thing to happen. And there's also this side one here, which is always touching, and there's always... We'll figure it out later on, but basically I did a video going in depth talking about the electronics wiring of a Rickenbacker bass, and you can find that on my channel if you go, search up my videos. It's basically me just going through diagrams and explaining everything. But I know since I got my new Rickenbacker bass, which actually has two open slots for jacks, kind of like an actual Rickenbacker circuit should have, I decided that I really wanted to make you guys a proper tutorial on how to specifically do the Rickenbacker circuit. And my main issue was I couldn't get a hold of one of these things because they happen to be very expensive, at least to ship over to me, because you can find them online in places like America, and they seem to go for somewhat reasonable prices, but then if you add the shipping and the tax and all that stuff in, the price like goes from, okay, that's a fairly okay price for something that's, a little bit of a rare sort of little electronic component, to something that's like almost $50 for a bloody tiny little jack. And I'm like, oh god, no, fuck that. But then after spending a lot more time searching, I managed to find a seller in Ireland on eBay. They had like a little listing of SWITCHCRAFT jacks, and you could select from a little list of them, and one of them happened to be this one, and it was for about half or less of that sort of insane sort of cost. So I'm like, you know what, it's still a bit pricey, but for the viewers, I'm gonna get it, and we'll make ourselves a nice SWITCHCRAFT circuit, so we can bring this bass to be even more closer to the real deal. So again, sorry, there's not much going on in this video. It's basically just me showing you this and explaining what we're gonna do with it. Perhaps this thing actually has the name of the circuit. No, it just says SWITCHCRAFT jack, various types and brackets, and then it says 13 mono make switch. So yeah, I don't know. And yeah, so it cost me 10 euros according to this piece of paper. I don't know if that's accurate or not, but yeah, that's about it for this video, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe and all that, especially if you are interested in all of this sort of stuff and you are working on either modifying some other instruments, or you're trying to make a Rickenbacker as close as you can to an actual Rickenbacker, or you just want to know how to repair your Rickenbacker and all those sort of things. Don't forget to check out my series and subscribe to see those future videos, because we will be going into a little more depth about this stuff. So yeah, that's it for this video. Bye.